Hello, and welcome to another Writer Wednesday with Sara. I'm Sara R. Turnquist, clean historical romance author, and I struggle with a mood disorder. Today, I want to spend a little bit of time in Psalm 121 and share some devotional thoughts with you, if you will. So Psalm 121, 1 through 2 says, I lift my eyes up to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. It always makes me think about the few summers that I spent in the Czech Republic years back, teaching English at summer camps. These camps took place in the breathtaking Krkonoš Mountains. The first camp was in a little village called Stříbrnice, and being new to the whole experience, I was naive enough to go along for the camp hike on the free day. We were told that we would hike to Poland. For a Czech person, this means, as this is what they told me, we will walk a little while and the walk is not too bad. Yeah. For the rest of humanity, this equates to 6 hours uphill the whole way, with your Czech counterparts fairly bounding up the hill alongside as most of us Americans huffed and puffed every step of the way. But I made it. Barely. And it was a huge accomplishment for me. One check mark off some list I didn't even know I had. Still, I hold those memories close, partly because I can't imagine anything that would entice me to ever do that again, but mostly because I did something that I doubted I could do. Years later, on my journey out of a deep depression, a deep darkness, and into the light, I was surprised at how like climbing those mountains it seemed. God gave me these verses in Psalm 121 early in my recovery, and with it, this imagery of the mountain and climbing one. Climbing a mountain is hard work, no doubt. Like the mountain in Stříbrnice, some of the trail is little more than walking on an uphill slope. Now, that wasn't too bad. Some of the trail, however, required us to pull ourselves up by our hands and feet, clinging to roots and other types of handholds. It was, in my opinion, very vigorous, difficult work. And though the mountain I climbed didn't have anything so treacherous, some paths through the mountains may cross ravines. Certainly my path out of depression had some, and I found that I had to take a step that required more than a little bit of faith to cross these ravines. Recovery is this way too. Some of the time it's smoother. While you're still trudging uphill, the work is not so overwhelming. You're doing the things that you need to do to maintain counseling, perhaps medication, putting in the work. Then there are times when you have to fight every minute, sometimes every second against that darkness, taking your thoughts captive, surviving against the intrusive thoughts moment by moment. I've been there. And then there are those times that require great faith that God will catch you on the other side of a deep ravine as you take that leap. That's not where the similarities end. No matter where you are in your journey, you will find that you need support, strength, perspective, or to just know that you're going the right way. Even those times when you want to give up, when you don't think you can take another step, it can be helpful to lift your eyes to the mountaintop, to refocus on your goal and find help. It comes from the creator of the mountain, he who made the path, and he is ready and able to guide you. He desires to be your partner, to walk alongside you, to pull you up on those steep hillsides when you tire of dragging your own weight and you don't think you have the strength to continue. How, you might ask? Invite him daily. Talk to him. Ask him to be with you on the journey, and he will. Can you take that step today and trust him? Trust that he will be with you and that he is capable of seeing you through it, and that his grace will cover it all.